I'm gonna go ahead and mount the tail cones. The manual calls for just epoxying these guys to the back, but I like to have parts as removable as possible because you never know. So I drilled 4 holes. You can see 1 here, 2, 3, 4. I put CA in those to stiffen those. I'm gonna add some more, and then we're just gonna use these fasteners to secure that to the back of the jet. So I'll get that done and we'll show you the result. So you can see the 4 screws, 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. And from the inside you can see where those are placed, and that's just gonna go onto that side and get screwed in place. There's the booty shot. You can see all the 4 screws in place, and this guy is not going anywhere. So now we're gonna repeat that on this side, and we're done with the tail cone assembly. And just like that, the tail cones are installed, and they're removable, no epoxy needed. So before we leave the back of the aircraft, obviously we still have our pipes to install, but we'll do that later. There's this piece that comes in your hardware package, and that is supposed to be glued onto the fuselage just like that. So I'm gonna glue this guy, and then the rear end of this jet is going to be pretty much complete. So we've installed elevators, elevator servos or stabilators. We've installed the vertical stab and the associated servos. And the next simple thing that we're going to do is assemble the nose piece and the nose cone. So in your hardware package you have your antenna, and then you have your nose cone, and basically you cut the hole open to expose the hole where the nose antenna probe will go through, and pretty easy. You just screw that guy in place just like that, and that is pretty much done. Next step is securing this to the fuselage. Now when we look at this, we see that there's 2 threaded spots in here, so that's 1 and the second, and they take, again, from your hardware package, you get this M4 screw and this aluminum anodized aluminum washers, and that's what's going to be used to secure this guy into the fuselage, and I'll show you how that's done. Attaching the nose is pretty easy. There's 3 studs that come on the nose cone section, so you can see 1 here, the second one, and the third one, and those allow you to align the nose section pretty easily. So right there you can see I've aligned the nose section, and then in here obviously we just find the holes where it lines up, and right here I'm showing 1, and we just secure that in place. Fairly straightforward. So there goes 1 screw, finished product, and obviously I can't show the other one, but the other screw is right on the other side. And with that, the nose section is attached. So again, while stuff's curing, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the smaller stuff. So we've installed our pilot. That's a custom pilot, did not come with the jet. The one that came with the jet was pretty cartoon-like, so I got rid of that. But you can see here I've positioned my canopy, the glass, after actually installing, well, the canopy glass is positioned after I installed the canopy, latched it in place, and then positioned the glass on top of that and positioned it the way I want, taped it, and you can see I've already put the first screw in. So I'm gonna put another couple, maybe 1 in the back here, 1 in the front, and on the other side as well. And once that's done, I'm gonna take off the canopy and see if I need to trim anything and whatnot, and we're gonna call that finished product. So I have put 4 screws on each side, and they're pretty equivalent on either side, and these are gonna actually help secure the canopy down. And so because these screws are going into balsa that's inside the glass here, what I'm gonna do is take the canopy off, take all the screws off, apply CA to those holes where in the actual balsa where these screws are going to just stiffen those up, and then yeah, we'll be in business. It's complete. So this is what it turned out. You can see 4 screws. I added 1 more just to make sure that the canopy doesn't lift up, and then the other 4 screws, and I'm not worried about here because air's gonna flow over it. Pilot is secure in there, and we're done with canopy.